Good morning, friends. Somebody has posted me a question for the final years. The topic is integrity of justice, that is otherwise called as judicial integrity. Right now, let us know what is integrity of justice, or you can call it as judicial integrity also. First of all, let us know what is integrity. So the difference, the minute difference between integrity and honesty. Definitely, you know that integrity, it is the practice of being honest and a consistent and uncompromising adherence or sticking to strong moral and ethical standards. So, for example, an advocate is there. So his integrity or his honesty will be decided by his attitude. Now he is taking up cases, and some people, there are certain people who do not take up cases where they feel that the accused committed the offense, or in their profession normally they will stick to their morals. There are certain lawyers who don't take up cases of divorce. They said they wanted the families to be united, therefore they don't want to take up cases of so that is his moral. He will stick to his principle. That is what is called integrity. So integrity and honesty. Integrity, honesty means being honest. That means not being corrupt, not being attracted by the so-called worldly like money, material, and so many things. So that is what is, if somebody offers money, they will tilt the sides. That is corruption. So honest means not being corrupt. At the same time, personal honesty is nothing but integrity. That's why in the reports that AC, we call it as ACRs, annual confidential reports, normally for the government officers, no adverse reports on his integrity. That means the person is honest and the person will not change his sides on saying the money, on saying the women, and all these things. So no adverse reports on his integrity. That means personal honesty. A man of principles, a man of honest principles, an upright man. So that is what is called integrity. Right? Then justice, of course, don't get confused. Justice normally, justice Lalit. So it is an elevate or honorary term used for a justice, but normally the meaning of justice is a concern for justice, peace, and genuine respect for the people. This is what is justice. A concern for justice, peace, and a genuine respect for the people. That means just behavior, not unruly behavior, or just treatment for any case. Right? So this is what is called integrity and justice also we discussed. So in our country, India, the Honorable Supreme Court and the High Court judges, they have set very high standards of integrity in protecting the citizens' rights, the fundamental rights, the human rights, the basic rights like freedom of speech and expression, and the rule of law, and also the independence of the judiciary. And they have won decades, and people are praising them like anything. So even the World Bank, they have commented on the judiciary. So they have actually they have commented that the judiciary in India are weak. At the same time, they are protecting the rule of law. They are coming upright at the time of a rule of law and separation of judiciary from the executive. They are upright. That is what is the World Bank's report very recent, about a year back or so. So it means definitely the integrity is there with the judges, and the judicial integrity is able to take up the cause for freedom of speech, freedom of expression, independence of the judiciary, and also the prevailing of rule of law. In so many cases you have seen very recently, even rule of law very recently, even the Andhra Pradesh High Court asked the police department whether rule of law is existing there, or otherwise we have to follow the rule of law. We will frame the rules of law like that. They also commented. Right? So there is a saying that independence, integrity, and impartiality. Independence, integrity, and impartiality, they are the key requisites, or they are the key prerequisites for establishing an effective and functional judiciary, and also the judicial system for what? For the peaceful resolution of legal disputes. So definitely the judiciary should be independent, they should have integrity. This is what all so far I have been telling you. Now let us go back. So Socrates, the famous philosopher, he said the requisites for a judge. He has proclaimed, he has stated 4 things for a judge. Number 1, hear courteously. So don't lose your balance. Give respect to everybody. Hear courteously. And second, answer wisely. Because lawyers are intelligent people, they may be able to put so many quandaries, so many questions. When you are supposed to answer wisely. And third, consider soberly, not angrily, soberly. And 4, decide impartially. These are the qualities that should be a judge. With this, a judge should, this is what is called a detachment, just like Bhagavad Gita. A judge should detach himself from the private gains and also from the selfishness. So detachment should be there, then only he will be elevated, or he should be befitting to the cadre or to the post of a judge. And the United Nations Convention, Article 11, the United Nations Convention Against Corruption, Article 11 says that the states, they have to see that the integrity, the strength, they have to say that they have to see to the strengthening of the integrity and also to prevent opportunities for corruption. Right? So particularly in the judiciary, normally they do not go outside. They do not know the outside world. Of course, only through papers only they can know, because almost right from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. they have to be in the court. After that they will go to the house. Maybe the only enjoyment they can is go for a movie or go to the relatives' house. That's all. Otherwise always they will be busy with their work, dictation, judgment, next all these things they will be busy. So they should not be provided with any opportunity for corruption. So people are there, definitely they will try to take them towards their side, but they should be prohibited. So integrity, it is a holistic concept, holy concept that refers to the ability of the judicial system, right? So it may be extended to prosecutors also. Judicial means not only the judges, the public prosecutors. If the public prosecutors are APP, if he is corrupt, then he will spoil the case. The integrity, even though the judge has integrity, if this man does not have it, finish, gone. Right? Definitely, judiciary includes even the clerks also. All these persons, this is called judicial system. The system should be protected against the so-called corruption. So opportunities should be prevented for corruption, right? So actually these values are codified by the Bangalore Principles of Judicial Conduct and endorsed by the UN also. United Nations in its Economic and Social Council meeting, they have endorsed the Bangalore Principles of Judicial Conduct. Now, what are they? Of course, they have given 6 core values. Let us take them. The judges should decide the case uprightly, then deliberately and resolutely with commitment, without suffering from any prepossessed judgment. So prejudicial, preconceived idea, being just by cursory glance, of course, with our experience. Suppose I am a retired police officer, I can immediately tell who is a criminal and who is an ordinary person, with the experience. But still, on saying it, he should not get any prepossessed judgment. He should not have any prejudicial view, right? So the core values they have set up. Actually, the judge should be bestowed with a sense of complete detachment and immunity. That is what is aristocrat stated. So these core values, number 1, independence. Definitely he should be independent. He should not be subordinated to anybody as far as judicial action is concerned. Second is impartiality. Impartiality should not at all be shown. Third is integrity. That is what is called honesty. Fourth is equality. Everybody is equal. And propriety, 5. And competence. Of course, without competence, without finding himself with all the latest positions of law, if he is not competent, definitely integrity, even though his integrity has honest, but things will not be so easy. So, and in this connection, the judges definitely they have to maintain the integrity. Of course, there are certain judges like Honorable Judge Ramaswamy and allegations against Balakrishnan, Justice Swatantra Kumar, they are there. Luckily in India, no judge was impeached. Then if he was impeached, they will be the set examples. But of course, they are not there. In the district judge cadre, certain people are there, certain people have been demoted, and all these things are going on. But anyway, integrity should be there, right? To prevent the opportunity for corruption, the guidelines are: number 1, the nexus or the close contact between the judge, the party and the lawyer. Judge, party and the lawyer. So definitely it may tantamount to bias and prejudice. So the connection should not be there. And mixing up with public or with the people also in other occasions, they should be avoided. Otherwise, that's why I tell you, even though మనం న్యాయం చేసినట్టు కనిపించాలి, right? Justice not only should be done but also should seem to have been done. So the character, the integrity, they play a major role in deciding the judiciary. So judiciary are the protectors of the law, and definitely they should have the so-called integrity. I hope most of them have got the integrity. I don't want to tell you the bad cases because impeachment was not there. Of course, small cases will be there. Very recently, that Shukla, Rajasthan High Court Shukla, he was asked not to take up any, even though High Court judge, he was asked not to take up any administrative action. Yes, that is also there. Of course, even I think it's happened in other country. I think in Malaysia or Thailand, an amount of pressure, tantamount pressure was put on the judge to recute a case in which the so-called drug mafia was there. And of course, after delivery of the judgment, after acquitting the accused, he attempted to commit suicide. He shot himself. Of course, I think he's saved. This happened in Thailand, not in India. So there are certain sensitive judges also who cannot directly refuse the dicta of their higher judges, and they cannot manage the system. That's also there. Anyway, they are bad examples. But as far as integrity of justice is concerned, aristocrat principles and Bangalore principles, if they are maintained, definitely the judicial integrity will be applauded by one and all. Thank you very much.